Here we are. Our hearts beat as one as we march into the great unknown. Steady building the future we want as steel replaces brick and stone. For sustainable development, we need everybody to raise a hand and say, here's my dollar, here's my pound, here's my rand. We need integration. Leave no one behind. A promise was made, so we will always remind. Universal access to sexual and reproductive health. Girls and women's empowerment plus gender equality. Youth to be the agents of positive change and the leaders of a generation that will carry us forward. Leave no one behind. A promise was made, so we will always remind. We are moving, but we need to accelerate progress. We must take urgent action to end gender-based violence. You see, a crisis like no other calls for recovery like no other. We must continue with essential measures to protect lives and livelihoods. We must build a more resilient and inclusive economy with a sense of urgency and priority, particularly for women and young people who have been disproportionately affected by the crisis. Holding back women is holding back more than half of the world's potential for well-rounded elevation and innovation. This world is due for a shaking. This world is hers for the taking. How do we fashion the future? By speaking the words in the minds of those who will call it now. I know there's something better down the road. We need to find a place where we are safe. We must walk into that which we cannot yet see, defined by you and me, all of us together. Heads of state, ministers, parliamentarians, thought leaders, technical experts, civil society, grassroots organization, young people, business and community leaders, faith-based organization, indigenous people, international financial institutions, people with disabilities, academics, and any other person interested in the pursuit of sexual and reproductive health rights. If there's one thing I believe in more than I believe in anything else, it is that there is no power for change greater than a community that has discovered what it cares about. A small group of thoughtful and committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. This world is due for a shaking. This world is hers for the taking.